It is get your it's your boy Ty back here with another video. And in this video today, guys, we're going to be doing a tier list of the small forward position in NBA 2K23 MyTEAM. Now, as far as the all-time 450 cards that got added, I'm not including any of those in these tier lists because those cards absolutely reek. So if you want me to, go over those cards, I'm not. They're just all horrible. You can watch somebody else if you want them to go over them. 450 cards of garbage. Yeah, I'll pass when it comes to going over each and every one of them. Nonetheless, gonna be going over these small forwards here in this video. And as we dive into it, guys, if you are new to the channel, make sure you guys do smash that subscribe button. We're on the road towards 120,000 subscribers. Starting it off here with Playoffs Evo Dark Matter Jayson Tatum. And my whole thing with Jayson Tatum is this. What does he really get better compared to the last Jayson Tatum? Right? I mean, is the card any better? Not really. I mean, maybe a few more badges, but that is it. It's not enough for me to sit here and hype up the card. To me, he is C tier. Yes, his release is easy to green. It's one of the most chick releases in my team. I'm not going to lie to you. Definitely not the quickest. But if you just want to talk purely easy releases to green, Tatum's release has got to be up there. And I'm going to call me crazy. I'm putting Pink Diamond Poku at the exact same tier as Jayson Tatum. Again, call me crazy if you want to. Poku is 7 feet tall. You don't think they're the same tier? Somebody's going to have to show me something different. Because at 7 feet tall, a decent release, he's going to play good defense too. Maybe not the badges of Jayson Tatum, but height runs the game. And it always has. At least this year. Last year at least, you could somewhat stop it. This year, you can't stop it. Height runs the game in my team. It's that simple. It's that easy. Poku, to me, is C tier. AK-47 Andre Kirilenko is S tier. I don't know who needs to hear it. Andre Kirilenko is one of the best small forwards in my team. He is. He's not that tall, but at 6'9", one of the best small forwards in my team. I've got the hero Kevin Durant, and I don't care. He doesn't compare to what AK-47 does. Now, I would say AK-47's release isn't necessarily the easiest to time. I think a lot of it has to do with his upper. I don't necessarily think his upper is that chick, but it is really fast. It's really quick, and if you can find a way to green with it consistently, you're going to really love AK-47. Bill Russell up next. I think Bill Russell is deserving of A tier. I don't love Bill Russell by any means, and I've been saying that all along. But I respect what he does. I respect his game, especially defensively, going to be solid. I'm just not great with his release. It's the same type of release Jokic has, and I struggle with Jokic's base. Bob Pettit up next, and I think Bob Pettit and Bill Russell are eerily similar. Now, who do I think's the better card? I would give the slight edge probably overall to Bill Russell, but I do think it is close because I think Bob Pettit's release is easier for me to green. Both the cards are very solid, to be honest with you, and honestly, Bob Pettit has a limited reward, really solid as well. This Bobo, Hero Bobo, it doesn't matter. They're both S tier. Bobo, one of the best, in my opinion, the second best small forward in the game. He's absolutely elite. Again, I don't know who needs to hear it. If you don't believe in Bobo, I want to know why. Is it because of his stats? Because you feel like defensively leaves some to be desired? Why do you not love Bobo? Because for me, he's the whole package. His release might not be the quickest, but he is the whole package. Brian Scalabrine up next, Mr. Scal. I got Scalabrine at A tier. And again, a lot of people might have Scal lower, but to me, what else do you need out of a small forward other than what Scal gives you? Good defense, a good enough release that you guys can green, have success with. I think Scal is not necessarily AK level, but that step right below. Next up, Cedi Maxwell. I think Cedi Maxwell is B tier. I think he's better than Tatum. I think he's better than Poku. But when it comes down to it, I don't think the card's perfect. When people think of Cedric Maxwell, even myself, I get lost in what Cedric Maxwell was last year. We've got to remember, it's not last year anymore. It's a brand new year. And I hate to say this for Cedric Maxwell. It's not the year of Cedric Maxwell. And don't get me started on that Chris Mullin, because it is definitely not the year of Chris Mullin. I'll be the first to tell you that. That Chris Mullin is an absolute garbage man. Chet up next, and you guys should know where I'm going with Chet. S tier, and at the very top of S tier. If you think there's many better than Chet, you're just wrong. Good release, really quick, really easy to time. Combine that. So combine his release with his defense. His defensive stats are better than Hero Bobo's. Yes, Bobo's player model is a little bit better. Chet's the full package though. You're not going to find a better small forward for quite some time. Danny Ferry up next, and I'm going to put him at A tier. I know a lot of people wouldn't have him at A tier. His release is quick. It's going to take a while for you guys to get used to Danny Ferry's release. I do know that. But once you do get the hang of it, once you do green basically every shot with Danny Ferry, what else does he have to do for you? Green shot, 6'10", gonna play decent defense. To me, he's A tier. Just as good as a guy like Bob Pettit, Bill Russell. Darius Miles, I'm sorry. You're not bad, but you're D tier. You're just not great for this era of my team. It really is that simple, that easy. Dave Cowens up next. Dave Cowens, to me, is A tier. Borderline S tier. I'm not going to put him at S tier because I haven't used the card enough to put him at S tier. But if you have grinding collector level, or if you are grinding getting closer and closer with all of the all-time players coming, Dave Cowens could be on the horizon, and the card does look really solid. Detlef up next. I'm going to throw Detlef in B tier. I hate to say it. I think Detlef is better. Nah, you know what? Nah, he's C tier. He's C tier. I kind of want to go C tier with Seti Maxwell too. But the problem is, if I go C tier with Seti Maxwell, who's going to be at my B tier? Oof. Okay. I don't like this. I know what I'm going to do. I know what I'm going to do. I know what I'm going to do. You know what? I know what I'm going to do. That's kind of what I want to do right now. Now, who else could be on AK's level? I mean, maybe Scout. So maybe or not even Scout, maybe Dave Cowens. I don't know though, because Bill, maybe this is where I want to go, but Bob Pettit's just as good too. I don't know. I feel like this is where I've got to go right now. I don't like it, but it's where I'm at right now. I don't like it at all though. Rudy up next. I think a base Rudy is C tier. Now, I used Rudy for quite some time. Why did I use Rudy for quite some time? Because mine had extra Hall of Famers. But I think a base Rudy is C tier at this stage. Josh Smith's horrible. If you can green with Josh Smith, somebody show me a video of you greening in an unlimited game or a triple threat even. Greening 5-10 shots in a row. Please, enlighten me. Because I need to know what I'm missing. Other than that, nobody's greening with Josh Smith. MPJ is D tier. MPJ is not good in my team. The years of MPJ being this hype beast that everybody loves is over with. MPJ is not great in my team, to say the least. He just is not really it. Next up, guys, you do see Jonathan Isaac C tier for Jonathan Isaac. Not bad, but is he B tier? I don't think he's this good. And if there is one guy to go up, it'd probably be Jonathan Isaac. But right now, I don't think he belongs in B tier. Siakam, you stink. You're going F tier. Siakam's release, bad. Is it as bad as Josh Smith's? Probably not, but it is bad. Purvis Ellison, B tier, right with Danny Ferry. Purvis, borderline A tier, though. Him and AK are really, really close. AK is just going to play that little better defense, in my opinion. Up next, guys, Jared Jeffries at this stage is D tier. I mean, Jared Jeffries had his time where he was solid. To me, though, his time is done for. Maybe D tier is a little low, but if you're using Jared Jeffries at this point, you might want to think about switching it up. Franz Wagner, C tier. Again, I don't like my list right now. I'm going to have to make some adjustments because right now, I'm really not liking where we're at. I think Franz Wagner is C tier, though. He's not on that B tier level. Jared Wallace, C tier. Easy addition. This Giannis, B tier. This Giannis, B tier. Both Giannis's are B tier. The playoff Giannis is the one I prefer. He's just that little bit taller. But again, Giannis is going to be Giannis at the end of the day. He's going to get you stops, do what he needs to do. Grant Williams, D tier, not very good. Gus Gerard, D tier, not very good. Jabari Parker, D tier, not very good. Jaden McDaniels, D tier, not very good. Jerry Lucas, F tier, horrible. So I'm going to have to move some dudes up. I don't know who I want to move up because I feel like my gap between A tier and B tier are so small. But I don't know what to do unless I just do this. Do I move all these guys up to A tier outside of the Giannis's? Like this, and then maybe move Jonathan Isaac up, a lot of these guys up to give me something like this. I don't know though. I don't know. Maybe Franz and Gerald can stay down and I'll move some guys up. But then I feel like I'm just moving everybody up and I don't necessarily like that either. So I don't know. I really don't like where I'm at right now with this tier list at all. So I guess right now I'm just going to leave it at this. I don't know, though. I really don't like where I'm at here. James Worthy, throwing him at B tier. He's not quite A tier. He is B tier. He's got a good release. To me, it's just James Worthy had his time with the pink diamond in my team. The time is just not now. Sohan up next. I don't mind Sohan. He's D tier though. Not very good at this stage in my team. Bender, Jonathan Bender, B tier. I mean, I think Bender is better than Giannis as an overall card, but both give you about the same thing. Giannis probably going to be better at attacking the rim. Bender is going to be a little better sharpshooter. Both are B tier in my opinion. This KD, Hero KD, both at the same tier. I'm going to go B tier. I don't even hate KD. It's just his release leaves a little bit to be desired. I don't hate KD though. He's still better than everybody at C tier. He's just not great in my team. Hero Kuz is B tier as well. People want to gas Hero Kuz. His release is tough to green. If you can green with it, fine. But that release is super tough to green. Lamar Odom, C tier. I've not been a fan of nearly any Lamar Odoms in my team. I mean, what is Lamar Odom really doing for me on the court? Not much. To me, C tier. Big Bron, LeBron James. This dark matter, the other dark matter. I mean, it doesn't really matter. It's Big Bron. I guess the other dark matter. Yeah, playoffs dark matter is the one I'm referring to. I'll go B tier with Big Bron. Due for a new card. By the time you guys are watching this, he might have one. Mike Bantam, I mean, C tier at this stage. He's just a little bit outdated. It's that simple. It's that easy. Banchero, I mean, Banchero is not very good, is he? He's D tier. Not very good. Paul George at the small forward position. I guess I'll go C tier. Don't really love him, but I respect him enough to put him at C tier. Lewis, D tier. Not very good. Battier, I guess I'll go C tier at that small forward position. Although I really don't like the card. Sean Marion, D tier. Sean Marion's kind of a garbage man. Okay, now we get to some decent guys. And I kind of like how the list is shaping up here. Thurl Bailey, A tier. Thurl Bailey, hero, heroic, it doesn't matter, is so good in my team. We finally get a good guy that I can go over and talk about. I like his release. I like his player model. I like his defense. Everything about Thurl Bailey, I personally like and can get by with in my team. There's no flaws. One thing I will say is when you start using Thurl Bailey, you might struggle with his release. Takes a while to get used to, but once you get used to that, it's absolutely incredible. TT up next. Upper A tier. I want to go S tier with Tim Thomas, but he's not Chet and he's not Bol Bol. It's that simple. It's that easy to understand. There's only two guys that are going to be at S tier, and that's Chet and Bol Bol. Other Bol Bol would be S tier as well, just so you guys do know. Tony Kukoc, I guess B tier. I don't really love Tony in my team though, so if you want a guy that's going to sit here and gas Tony Kukoc, that, I hate to break it to you guys, is not going to be me or what I'm going to do. Xavier McDaniel, I will gas. I'm throwing Xavier McDaniel into A tier. I'm going to gas him because he is that good in my team. Give me Xavier McDaniel over Bender. Give me him over Giannis. He is that good in my team. I'm going to gas him. And if you need a budget small forward, Xavier McDaniel might be the guy you're looking for. Good shooter, decent release, going to play great defense. Just do it all on the court for you guys, honestly, at the end of the day. And Radmanovich up next. I'm going to go C tier. I'd honestly be lying to you guys to say I've used a lot of Radmanovich because I just haven't. I haven't used the card a ton. But, I mean, just looking at him from top to bottom, he looks solid. Like, he looks like a card you can use and have success with. He just doesn't look like a Jonathan Bender quite that good, to be honest with you. So that's going to be our small forward tier list. Don't have a ton of guys, and honestly, I gotta say, the small forward position is not great. It's not. The small forward position is not great. When you got a guy like Pettit at A tier, it just isn't great. If I did have to move a couple of guys up to S tier, like, let's say I wanted 5 at S tier, I'd move TT, AK, and probably Thurl Bailey up. I think those would be my 5. And you know what? I'm not gonna do it for the sake of this video because Chet and Bol Bol are that much better that I just feel like I would be doing them not right if I didn't just have those two at S tier. So that is going to wrap it up for our video today on the small forward tier list. Let me know your thoughts on it down below in the comments. Drop a like on the video, subscribe if you already do it. As always, man, I love you guys and have a blessed day.